ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैर्णनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः आदाशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजम् कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकम् करोति वाचालम् पङ्गुम् लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः।
अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः।
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि
सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि
यच्छ्रेययेतयोरेकं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्
यच्छ्रेययेतयोरेकं तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्।
You have seen the meaning as well as the Bhashyam. Sannyasam parityagam karmanam shastriyanam anushtheya visheshanam shamsasi prashamsasi katayasi iti etat punaha yogam cha tesham eva anushtanam avashyam kartavyam shamsasi अतः मे तत्र तु श्रेयः इति संशयः अस्ति किं कर्म अनुष्ठानं श्रेयः किं वा तद्हानम् इति प्रशस्यतरं च अनुष्ठेयम् अतः तश्च यत् श्रेयः प्रशस्यतरम् एतयोः कर्मसन्न्यास कर्मयोगयोः यत् अनुष्ठानात् श्रेयो वाप्तिः मम स्यात् इति मन्यसे तत् एकं मन्यतरत् सः एकपुरुष अनुष्ठेयत्व असम्भवात् मे भूति सुनिश्चितम् अभिप्रेतं तव इति संन्यासकर्मयोगयोः यत् श्रेयः तत् निश्चितरूपेण भवान् ब्रूहि भवान् वदतु मां वदतु इति अर्जुनस्य प्रश्नः and we have seen संन्यास इति पदस्य अर्थः अविद्वत् कर्तृक संन्यासः दिशा संन्यासः. Now we will read Gita Priya Bodhini. Sadananda Sadananda Rupatvat Paramatma Krishna iti uchyate. Hey Krishna iti Sambodhana Padam Asti Shloke Satchit Ananda Rupatvat Krishna Paramatma iti uchyate. Tasya Sambuddhi. Sambodhana Pratama is Sambuddhi. Hey Krishna. Iti Sambodhana. Purvoktaihi Vachanaihi Sanyasam Vidyuktanam Avashyam Anushtheyanam Karmanam Tyagam Shamsasi Katayasi. Uktavanasi Bhavan. In the previous chapter, Purvoktaihi Chaturtha Adhyaya. Sanyasam Karmanam Tyagam Sandari Sanyasam. Anushtheyanam Karmanam Tyagam Vidyuktanam, which is Uktanam mandated by Vidhi. Karmas which are to be performed. The giving up of that is sannyasa. That sannyasam shamsasi, you praise, you praised, you praise. The one shlagase, shamsasi, katayasi. Punaha, again. Punaha, bhuyaha. Punaha is equal to bhuyaha. Bhuyaha api again. Purukaramaiva tasmatumiti. Yogam atishta, last sloka of the previous chapter. Yogam atishta. Tishta yogam atishta iti karma yogam api shamsasi. You praise karma yoga. Having praised sannyasa, you are praising karma yoga. Now, kriyaya api adhikaritaha sadhana sampatya cha ashramena cha paraspara viruddhau sannyasa karma yogau ekena ekada kartum ashakyau magyam tat kartavyattvena vidatse. Kriyaya by action, sadhana sampatya adhikaritaha. Adhikarin plus tasal pratyaya adhikaritaha. By adhikari, who is sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha, and also ashramena, keeping in view the action and the qualifications and the ashrama. Sannyasa and karma yoga, they are mutually contradictory. Therefore, ekena eva ekada, by a person, at a time it is not possible to do both. Therefore, magyam tat kartavyattvena vidatse. But you are asking me to do that. Ataha mama atra samshayah asti kartavyah कर्मयोगौ कर्तव्यः कर्मयोगः वा नाट् योगो कर्तव्यः कर्मयोगः वा संन्यासः इति द्वयोः अपि आश्रमादिभेदेन विरुद्धत्वात् एकेन एकदा कर्तुम् अशक्यत्वात् तयोः यत् श्रेयः साधनं भवति तदेव कर्तव्यं न तु द्वयम् इति भाति. कर्तव्यः कर्मयोगः should be done or sannyasa, because both are meant for two different ashrama. Yoga api. Jnana yogena sankyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Jnana yoga for sannyasa ashrama, karma yoga for grihastha ashrama. Iti ashrama vedena. Therefore, viruddhatvat, contradictory. Therefore, by same person, same time, it is not possible. Shakyatta, therefore, tayoho yita shreyaha, that sadhanam, which is shreyas sadhanam, among the two, that which, what is that? That you tell me. Because two things, both the things cannot be followed. That natu dvayam iti bhati. Dvayam kartavyam iti bhati. Not possible, because it demands, each one demands different ashrama. Therefore, not possible. Sannyasa is giving up of action. Karma yoga, grihastha ashrama is performing action. Therefore, ashrama vedena ekena purushena ekada kartum ashakyatvat virdatvat. Therefore, jaya sadhanam kim tat mam bhrugi vadatu kartavyam kim iti. Atah eva etayoho it ekam among these two, that which is one prashasyataram, that which is better, shreyas prashasyataram, moksha sadhanatvena, which has the status of being the means for moksha. That bhavata, by you sunishchitam, conclusively, decisively, tat me brugi iti artaha. Now the second shloka that Bhagavan replies. Here point to be noted. Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam, two different committed lifestyles for two different people. Sannyasa ashrama characterized by Shavana Mananam Vidyasanam. Gastha ashrama characterized by not only by karma yoga, person can pursue jnanam also, but need not give up karma. Because it is preparatory. Sannyasa is not it's not a must for moksha. Jnanam is a must. Jnanam can be very well pursued in any ashrama. But advantage is sannyasa ashrama because the person free from all responsibilities, he has all the time for himself. Therefore, sannyasaha it is. Therefore, Bhashyakara, whenever he gets chance, he will emphasize on sannyasa. But here in Gita, it is not like that. Bhagavan emphasizes karma yoga. He doesn't insist sannyasa, he insists karma yoga. One can be comfortably in Gastha ashrama and pursue karma as well as jnana. It doesn't mean jnana karma samuchaya. That is not the mean. One can perform nitya naimittika karma being in the Grastha ashrama. At the same time, nothing prevents a person from pursuing jnanam also. So it doesn't mean jnana karma samuchaya also. All those things we must be knowing very clearly. There's no confusion with regard to that. Now, answer to the question of Arjuna. Swabhiprayam achakshanaha
स्वाभिप्रायम् आचक्षाणः
nirnayaya Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
निर्णयाय
निर्णयाय
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shri Bhagavanuvacha.
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Sannyasa karma yogascha nishreyasakara bubhau.
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगश्च
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगश्च
निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ
निःश्रेयसकरावुभौ
Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate.
तयोस्तु
तयोस्तु
कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगो
कर्मसन्न्यासात्
विशिष्यते
कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते।
Shri Bhagavan Shriyayuktaha Ishvaraha Bhagavan Shri Bhagavan. Uvacha Uktavan Kimuktavan from Shloka. Swabiprayam Achakshanaha. Swabiprayam Swasya Viprayam. Viprayam one's Vipraya, one's thought, intention, one's view. Matam Ityartaha. Swabiprayam. Achakshanaha, it is participle. Chakshing Dhatu, Atmanipadi Dhatu. That Dhatu will be replaced by kya when followed by other dhatuka. But here it is shanach followed by sarvadhatuka pratyaya. Therefore, you will not get the adesha kya. Akyanam, vyakyanam, all those are from the dhatu chakshing dhatu. So chaksh, apurvaka chaksh plus then Ganavikarana pratyaya, then shanach. Ganavikarana pratyaya happens to be a shap only. So achakshanaha. Achakshanaha. Sorry. Janavikaravartina cannot be Shab. If it is Shab, then what will happen? The Mukagama will come. So it is not. Cannot be belonging to the first conjugation then easily. It must be belonging to other conjugation. Anadantanga, second conjugation it is. That is Chaksha, otherwise Chakshamanha you will get. Second conjugation it is. So Achakshanaha is Vartamana Kridanta Rupam. Achakshanaha means presenting, telling. Abhiprayam, presenting one's Abhipraya. Bhagavan Uvacha, why, what is the purpose? Nirnayaya, that is Uddeshya. Nirnayaya, for conclusion, for concluding, to make a decision. For concluding, Nirnayaya. Nirnayartam, Tadartha Bhaligita Sukarakshitaihi. So we have Nirnayartam, for the purpose of Nirnayam, concluding, conclusion, because there is doubt, this one or that one, sannyasa, karma yoga, that is the question. So to make it very clear, Nirnayaya, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, sannyasa karma yoga cha, sannyasa and karma yoga, both are nishreyasa karau, ubau, both. Nishreyasa karau, nishreyasam karoti, nishreyasam kurvate, or kurutaha. Upapada samasa, nishreyasam. Nishayasam kurvate or kurutaha. Because Tadikshayasa karau, dvivachanam. Ubau nishayasa karau. Both are, what are those both? Sannyasa and karma yoga. One enjoins, one mandates karma, other giving up of karma. Performance of karma, karma anushtanam, other one is karma tyaha. Both are nishayasa karau, both contribute, both lead to moksha. Two different lifestyles. Both the lifestyles are meant for moksha only. In the case of sannyasa, karmatyaha, the lifestyle which is character of the karmatyaha, the person, he has got all the time for himself, provided the person is ready to be with himself. Then he has a lot of time for himself, luxurious time. But if the person is not prepared, then the time what he has will be detrimental for him if he doesn't use it properly. So, therefore, sannyasa, that is merits as well as demerits is there. Merit and demerit only from the standpoint of the person taking to that ashrama. Whereas in karma yoga, the person has got all the avenues for preparing oneself to have jnana yogita. He has got ample opportunities for self-development, cultivate more and more adhikaritvam, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, viveka, vairagya, all these things will gradually improve. Life situations will make us understand and cultivate these values. Less experiences gives. Therefore, the person slowly become matured, ripened. Without taking to sannyasa, you will enjoy the attitude of sannyasa. That Bhagavan will say the next shloka. It's called a Nitya Sannyasi. Here he says, Tayoho, of these two, both are meant for Nishayasa Karau, meant for moksha, but among these two, Karma Sannyasat, Karma Yoga Vishishyate, compared to Karma Sannyasa, Karma Yoga is better. Why? Karma Sannyasat, Karma Yoga Vishishyate, because Karma Yoga is easy. Sannyasa is difficult. Karma sannyasa, kevala karma sannyasa, because if the person has just given up the karma, kevala karma sannyasa, not vidvat sannyasa, kevala karma sannyasa, a person takes to sannyasa, not ready, just karma tyaga, then the person is not ready, then it is detrimental. Therefore, karma yoga vishishyate, karma yoga is better. So sannyasa is difficult for the person who is not ready. So instead of kevala karma sannyasa, jnana karma sannyasa, that is sarva karma sannyasa talked about in the previous chapter, vidvat sannyasa, that is better. That is for sannyasa, those who are ready, vidvat sannyasa. Similarly, if the person is ready, then person also take to sannyasa, vividisha sannyasa. Either vidvat sannyasa or vividisha sannyasa. Vividisha sannyasa. Just giving up karma and the person is not completely committed, then compared to that, karma yoga is easy. Therefore, what karma yoga offers that the person will be missing in the sannyasa ashrama if the person is not ready. Karma yoga helps us to neutralize raga dvesha. Without antakarna shuddhi, jnanam is impossible, out of question. So antakarna shuddhi, all we work is to gain this antakarna shuddhi. Because antakaranam is not ready, therefore, in spite of having heard the teaching and again, jnanam doesn't happen. That jnanam happens, but we don't enjoy the jnana palam, the benefit of shravanam, because antakaranam is not ready. So all the time we embellish our antakaranam. We are carried over by our raga and dvesha. And life is a mixture of sukha and dukkha. Cannot avoid pain and pleasure. Don't always have pleasure. Pain is inevitable. When it comes to pain, facing the pain, then we develop vairagya. The moment it goes away, vairagya also goes away. Therefore, the person doesn't have objectivity. So all these things, the person, the Grastha can work and slowly become matured, understand the reality, develop objectivity, vairagya, then shama, dhamma, titiksha. This is possible for the Grastha not for the sannyasa. Sannyasa demands preparedness. Therefore, compared to karma sannyasa, mere karma sannyasa, karma tyaga, karma yoga is better. Vishishyate. Now the Vashyam. Sannyasa
Sannyasaha
karmanam tyagaha parityagaha
karmanam
कर्मणां
parityagaha
परित्यागः
karma yogascha
कर्मयोगश्च
कर्मयोगश्च
tesham anushtanam
तेषाम्
तेषाम्
अनुष्ठानम्
अनुष्ठानानाम्
tau ubau api
तौ
तौ
उभौ
उभौ
अपि
अपि
nishreyasakaro.
निःश्रेयसकरौ
Nishreyasam, which is equal to moksha. Nishreyasam, moksham kurubhate.
मोक्षं
मोक्षं
कुर्वाते
कुर्वाते
ज्ञानोत्पत्ति हेतुत्वेन
ज्ञानोत्पत्तिहेतुत्वेन
ज्ञानोत्पत्ति हेतुत्वेन
उभौ यद्यपि निश्चयसकरो
उभौ
उभौ
यद्यपि
यद्यपि
निश्चयसकरौ
निःश्रेयसकरौ
तथापि
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 तयोस्तु
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 निःश्रेयसहेत्वोः
निःश्रेयसहेतोः
निःश्रेयसहेतोः
कर्मसन्न्यासात् केवलात्
कर्मसन्न्यासात्
कर्मसन्न्यासात्
बलात्
बलात्
कर्मयोगः विशिष्यते इति
कर्मयोगः
विशिष्यते
विशिष्यते
इति
इति
कर्मयोगं स्तौति
कर्मयोगं
कर्मयोगं
स्तौति
स्तौति
sannyasah, giving up of karma actions, sampurvaka तं नीपूर्वक अस्धातोः घञ् प्रत्ययः संन्यासः renunciation of karma. Karma yoga, karma, performance of karma. Sannyasa, karmanam parityagaha. What karma? Shastriya karma as well as lokika karma. Lokika karmanam, shastriya karmanam parityagaha. Shastriya karmanam parityaga, for that you have to get permission from the Shastra. That is why it is ritualistic. Sannyasa is ritualistic. Giving up of but all we do Shastri karma, Nityanemitikadi karma, Sanjyavandaradi Agnihotra, Shraddhadi karma. Lokika karma, snapping all the bondages, family relations. So karma, therefore Lokika karma and Shastri karma parityaha, karmanam parityaha. Therefore karmanam parityaha referring to, in this context, already Bhashyakara has said, the sannyasa referring to Vividisha sannyasa, avidvat kartrika sannyasa, karmanam parityaha. And karma yoga is karma, performance of karma. Teshamanushthanam, Teshamanushthanam, when we say karma, when only if it is mere karma, then karma is not the means for moksha. It cannot become a sadhanam for moksha. Karma should be a karma yoga. When we say yoga, then Ishvara is implied, Ishvara is understood. Then it means Ishvararpana, buddhya, karma kartavyam, prasada buddhya, karma pala, svikarana, svikartavyam. So that's why yoga is, the word is important. Karma yoga, performance of karma with proper attitude, not just mere karma. So, tau ubau api, both are nishrayasa karo. Nishrayasaha is nitaram shreyaha. Nitaram shreyaha. Nitaram totally, completely. Shreyaha is moksha. So, shreyaha, moksha meaning we give, but shreyaha means shreyas is being, well-being. So complete well-being, it's called Nitram Shreyaha. Complete well-being means moksha. In moksha only we are totally, completely all right. There is complete self-acceptance. There is no demand from anything. The person is free, is purnam, is adequate. That complete well-being, the well-being doesn't depend on the upadhi or connected to upadhi, connected through upadhi. Doesn't depend on what one possesses. The possession either it could be material or it could be relations. So free of that. It means he's happy with himself with, not with the upadhi, not with the possessions. The understanding that aham atma brahma, I am not subject to any change. Aham always purnaha iti. That jnana, that is nishyayasaha, nitaram shreyaha, that is complete well-being, mokshaha iti arthaha. Nishayasam, moksham, kurvate, both produce moksha. Both are producers of moksha. Both are producers of moksha, we can say no problem here. Why? Because both are Vidisha sannyasa, that is sannyasa lifestyle. Karma yoga, Grasthashrama lifestyle. Both are ajnanis only. So jnanam, both will, by following the respective lifestyle, have to arrive at jnanam. Jnana yoga, which consists of shravanam, shastra shravanam, mananam, and nididhyasanam. Then gaining nishtha and then moksha. So jnanam is the sakshat karanam. These are the two committed lifestyles. Therefore, they are contributed to moksha. The karma yogi also, because he has got the attitude, and Vividisha sannyasi, that person has taken to sannyasa with the goal of pursuing jnana yoga and therefore gaining moksha. Therefore, both are contributors for moksha. Both are jnana sadhanam. Both the ashramas are meant for jnanam and therefore for moksha. Therefore, jnanotpatti hetutvam, Bhashikara says, moksham kurvate jnanotpatti hetutvena. Jnanasya utpatti, jnana utpatti. Jnanotpattehe hetuhu karanam means the status of being the means for the rise of knowledge. Jnanotpatti hetutvam tena. Jnanotpatti hetutvena. Because both being the means for the rise of knowledge. Therefore, Nishayasa Karo, iti Bhagavan says, the Bhashikara says. Jnanotpatti hetutvena, it is Tritiya Vibhakti. Kidrishi Tritiya it is. Heto Tritiya, or Karne Tritiya, Vittambhute Tritiya, Kartrakaranayo Tritiya, but what that is Heto Tritiya. Hetu, Putram is there. Hetuhu. Remember, we have seen Dravya Guna Kriya Janakat Pesati Nirvyapara Savyapara Vrittiyat Tata Hetutvam. Definition of what Hetu is. Another definition also we saw Pala Sadhana Yogya Padartaha Hetuhu Bhavati. Mritikaya Gataha. Just in the example also. Mritikaya Gataha Hetu Tritiya. So this Hetu Tritiya. Jnanotpatti Hetutvena. Because both enjoy status of being the means for the rise of knowledge indirectly. Both lead to jnanam, jnanenam, moksha. Therefore, lifestyles. Therefore, nishchayasa karo, kurvate iti. Ubhav yadyapi ubhav, can rearrange the word. Yadyapi ubhav nishchayasa karo. Even though both are nishchayasa karo, both are the means, what means indirect means for moksha. Why we say indirect? Because moksha is only through jnana. Whichever lifestyle we follow, moksha is possible, but moksha is only through jnana. The Vidisha sannyasi also works for jnanam. The karma yogi also works for jnana. So jnana, through jnanam only moksha, therefore only we keep saying indirect means. Sakshat karanam is jnanam. Paramparaya karanam, karma yoga, this karma tyaga, Vidisha sannyasa. So vidyapi nishayasa karo ubho. Even though both are indirect means for moksha, nishchayasa karo, vitram sheha, tatapi, but tayoho among these two, nishchayasa hetoho, tayoho nishchayasa hetoho, tayoho, two things are mentioned. Tayoho among these two, tayoho also you can note, tayoho shashti bhakti dvivachanam. What type of shashti is that? Yatascha nirdharanam. The sutra we have seen nirdharanam. Yatascha nirdharanam. Nirdhana shashti. Selecting one among the many. That's called nirdhana shashti. When many things are there, we state one, we distinguish one from the other thing by some distinguishing factors. That's called nirdhana shashti. The nirdhana shashti here, tayoho among the two. Tayoho nishayasa hetoho. Status of being the hetu for nishayas moksha. Tayoho nishayasa hetoho tayoho, because both enjoy the status of being the means for moksha. Even though both enjoy status of being the means for moksha, kevalat karma sannyasat, just by giving up kevala sannyasa is, what is kevala sannyasa? Kevala means only. But what is the meaning of kevalam here only? Only by sannyasa. So only by sannyasa. Then why only by sannyasa a person doesn't get jnana? Then why sannyasa is? Kevala means jnana rakita sannyasa. Because the person has taken to sannyasa ashrama, vividisha sannyasi, doesn't mean he will get moksha. That is the point. The person, because they are taken to sannyasa, not that moksha is guaranteed. The person is prepared and ready to face oneself, be with oneself, then it's not a problem. Otherwise, it is going to be a serious problem for that person, not only for the person as well as for the society also. Jnana-ragita sannyasat ityartha kevala sannyasat. Already we have seen this. Jnana-ragitam. Jnana-ragita sannyasat, that is kevala sannyasat. Compared to that, karma yoga is easy because it is easier to perform. Even if the person commits mistakes, is not exposed also. In fact, it is natural for the person to commit mistakes and he can correct that possibilities are there, that possibilities are enjoyed by the Kristashramis. Therefore, which is better, which is easier, which is safer, karma yoga vishishyate iti. Bhagavan karma yogam stoti, therefore only he praises karma yoga. Whole Gita, it's an upadesha to Arjuna, Bhagavan praises karma yoga. Only few shlokas, a few chapters, few shlokas are there where he praises Vidvat sannyasa, sarvakarma sannyasa. So therefore, not that sannyasa is not better. Sannyasa is much Yorpena karmanana prajaya dhane natyage naike amritattama nashuhu. Sannyasa is praised. Praise means sannyasa is for those who are ready. But here the student is Arjuna. The student, Arjuna likes students. Therefore, from the standpoint of the Kevala sannyasa, from the standpoint of the students, from the standpoint of the listener, the audience, Bhagavan says the Karma Yoga is better compared to Kevala Karma Sannyasa, Jnana Ragita Sannyasa. The reason is it is easier. It is easier to perform. Just do karma with proper attitude, offer the result unto the Lord. Whatever comes, accept. That itself is a sannyasa. That is karma palatyaga is. Karma palatyaga itself is sannyasa only. What sannyasi, what which is natural for a sannyasi, that it becomes a sadhana for the karma yogi. That is karma palatyaga, accepting the results with gracefully from the Lord, whatever comes. There is no anchoring for the results. That is what sannyasa is. Not doing it one thing, not anchoring for the results also is that sannyasa. In fact, Bhagavan in the next shloka, he says that he is called Nitya Sannyasi iti. Before that, you read Gita Priyabodhi. Evam karma sannyasa karma yoga yogo yekena yekada ananušteyatve siddhe. Both cannot be performed by a person together. Ananušteyatva, do not enjoy the status of being performed what this karma yoga and karma sannyasa siddhe when it is siddha, when it is made, when it is clear, when it is established. Tayoho among the two, anyatarasya jyayaha jyayastva nirnayaya. Jyayastvam, the status of being jyayaha, sheyaha, nirnayaya, for the purpose of concluding which is better among the two. Desha kala vayovastha buddhi shakti anurupataha dharmopadeshaha vaishajyam vaktavyam dharmaparagagiti nyayena adhikari anurupam uttaram Shri Bhagavan uvacha. That's a beautiful line. Answer is always in keeping in mind the adhikari, the audience, the student. Desha kala vayas, age, avastha is ashrama vyavastha, varna vyavastha, buddhi shakti anurupataha, in keeping with all this. Dharmopadeshaha bhaktavyam. Dharmopadeshaha vaishajyam bhaktavyam. Dharmopadesha, which is the remedy, which is the medicine, that should be given by dharma paragaya. I mean, those who know dharma, by them appropriate Dharmopadesha should be given, because which is the Dharmopadesha is the medicine. That it is a cure, it's a remedy that we give. But iti nyayena adhikari anurupam uttaram, in keeping with the adhikari, condition of the adhikari, status of adhikari, preparedness of adhikari, uttaram, answer should be given. Therefore, here adhikari is Arjuna. Arjuna is adhikari for what? Sannyasasya or karmana? Karmanaha eva adhikari. Adhikritaha. Karmani adhikritaha Arjunaha. Therefore, Bhagavan knows that. So he says, Sannyasa karma yogascha nishayasa karavabho. Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yogaha vishishyate. Sannyasaha iti brahmani. Yeah, the word sannyasa, there are Acharya beautifully defines. It gives three meanings for sannyasa. Brahmani nitaram asaha. Nitaram asaha. Asaha is asdhatu and gai pratyas, means to throw, giving up. Asyati, both the conjugation. Nitaram asaha, completely giving up, throwing away. What? Brahmani nitaram asaha. Yeah, Brahmani nitaram asaha also means seated also. That meaning also is asaha, asdhatu, aste asate. Then gai pratyaha asaha, established. Nitara, that is the meaning, in fact, that is how we have to take it here. Nitaram asaha, remain seated, remain established, always. In what? In Brahma. That is sannyasaha. Nitaram asaha, from asdhatu, sannyasaha. Nitaram asaha, sannyasaha, Brahmani. Bhagya pravanata rahityena. Bhagya pravanata, the status of being extrovert. Bhagya pravanatvam. Ragityena, free from being extroverted. Chittasya brahmani brahmatmana avasthana lakshanaha nirvikalpa samadhi. That is what sannyasa he says. Chitta, the mind is brahmani brahmatmana avasthana lakshanaha. Placing the mind in Brahma, that is nirvikalpa samadhi, remaining Nishta, Jnana Nishta, always, that is sannyasa. That is one type of explanation. Sannyasa is equal to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Second meaning is Pratyak Drishtya Anatma Pratyaya Nirasaha Sannyasa Savikalpa Samadhi. Pratyak Drishtya, Pratyak is Pratyakatma Drishtya. Anatma Pratyaya Nirasaha. Nirasaha, removing, giving, negating the Anatma Pratyaya. Cognition, pratyaya is cognition. Cognition, that which are anatma pratyaya, nirasaha. Atma pratyaya only. Pratyak drishtaya, pratyek drishtaya is pratyekatma drishti. Taya, the pratyekatma drishti. Anatma pratyaya nirasaha. Removing, giving up, negating all the thoughts pertaining to anatma. Holding on only to atma. That sannyasa is savikalpa samadhi. So two meanings are given. Third meaning he gives. Dvau api eto sannyaso pradhano. These two are the pradhana sannyas. Those who sannyasis, vidvat sannyasis, they establish jnanishta nirvikalpa samadhi. And those vividisha sannyasi, that is savikalpa samadhi, they, after shravanam and nididhyasam, and while they practice jnanishta, they try to be in pratyak drishti, atma drishti, and giving up all the anatma drishti, savikalpa samadhi. Dvovapi eto sannyaso pradhano. These two are pradhana sannyasa. Etayoho, among these two, Shravana yoho angabhuta tat pratikulanam sarvesham cha karmanam parityaha lakshana sannyasah iti evam sannyasa shabdartha trida vidyate. Shravana manana yoho angabhuta tat pratikulanam सर्वेषां कर्मणां परित्याग लक्षणः संन्यासः. Even though these two are pradhana sannyasas, but there is another sannyasa shabda says another meaning is there, that is that sannyasa which is characterized by what? Shavana and Manana, which forms the anga of, and giving up all the pratikula, opposite to Shavana Manana, that is karma, karmanam parityaha. That sannyasa which is characterized by giving up of all the karmas which are contradictory, which are opposite to the anga, of Shavana and Mananam. Angi is Nididhyasanam. For Angi Nididhyasanam, Anga is Shavana and Mananam. The Nididhyasanam is Jnanam Nididhyasanam. Atman Nididhyasanam is Nirguna Brahma Dhyanam Nididhyasanam Nishta. For that Anga is Shavana and Manana. So for Shavana and Manana, all the karmas have to be given up. That is sannyasa is, therefore third sannyasa. Therefore sannyasa has got three meanings. All this, the sannyasa shabdarthaha, meaning of sannyasa, trida vidyate. Three different meanings are there for sannyasa. One is nirvikalpa samadhi, other one is savikalpa samadhi, other one is committing oneself to shavanam, mananam, and giving up all the karma. Then only shavanam, mananam is possible, and the angi is nididhyasa. So nididhyasa. So sannyasa shabdasya arthaha nididhyasanam. So nirvikalpa samadhi, savikalpa samadhi, nididhyasanam iti sannyasasya arthaha tada vidyate. Atra, here the word sannyasa which Bhagavan uses in the shloka, what does it mean? Is it nirvikalpa samadhi or savikalpa samadhi or Shavana Manana Angabhuta Karma Parityaga Lakshana Sanyasaha? What sannyasa is that? Atra Pradhana Bhuta Sanyaso na Vivakshito. Here the first two, the Pradhana Bhuta Sanyaso is not Vivakshito. That is not what intended by the Lord. Kintu Angabhuta Eva Karma Sanyasaha Shravanadi Janya Jnana Dwara Moksha Hetuhu. Here the third one is talked about. Angabhuta. Eva Karma Sanyasaha, and which is Shravanadi Janya Jnana Dwara Moksha Hetuhu. It is a cause for the moksha through the jnanam which is gained through Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. That is what is Vivakshito. The Vivakshitaha. That sannyasa is Vivakshitaha in this shloka. Not Pradhana Bhuta Sanyasaha, not Nirvikalpa Samadhi or Savikalpa Samadhi, but it is Sannyasa, meaning the person taking to Jnana Sadhanam, Jnana Yoga, which is characterized by Shravanam, Mananam, and the Angi is Nididhyasanam. Nididhyasanam is possible only when we do Shravanam and Mananam. Without Nididhyasanam, Angi is possible. Nididhyasanam is Angi, for which the Anga is Shravanam and Mananam. Angam Asya Stiti Angi, that which is Anga is called Angi. Like Ashtanga Yoga, we say Ashtanga. Angi is Samadhi. All the other Anga, the limbs, they form the part of, they all form the Anga, they form the parts. The goal is Samadhi. Similarly, here the goal is Nididhyasanam, and thereby Nishta, Jnana Nishta. For that Anga is Shavanam and Mananam. Therefore, that sannyasa which is characterized by Jnana Yoga, that is what is intended in this shloka. The word sannyasa means this shloka. Therefore, yaha tu, yes tu, avidvat kartargha sacha swanu sthana prapta chitta shuddhi janya dwara moksha hetu. Yaha tu avidvat kartarkaha कर्म योगः सच तौ उभौ अपि निःशेषकरौ यद्यपि मोक्षस्य साधने एव भवतः up to that यः तु अविद्वत् कर्तृकः सच सह च स अनुष्ठान प्राप्त शुद्धि जन्य ज्ञानद्वारा मोक्ष हेतुः यह तो अविद्वत् कर्तृकः कर्मयोगः च. So both are अविद्वत् कर्तृकः, both are ajnanis. The candidates for both sannyasa as well as karma yoga, both are avidvat only. Avid means ajnani only. In the case of the sannyasa, the person swanushtana prapta chitti, because he has performed the karma, therefore he has attained chitta shuddhi relatively. Therefore yes, chitta shuddhi janya jnana dvara moksha hetuः. Chitta shuddhi, because of chitta shuddhi jnana yogyata, and therefore jnanam, by jnanam, that jnanam becomes the cause for moksha hetu. That is one thing. That other one is avidvat kartrikaha, is it does karma yoga, it does follows karma yoga. Therefore two things are there. Tau api, both are nishayasa karo. That is sannyasa as well as karma yoga, both are nishayasa karo. Yadyapi, even though both are nishayasa karo mokshasya sadhane bhavataha, both are the sadhana for moksha. Tatapi अविदुषः समकाले कर्तव्यत्वेन प्राप्तयोः, when when avidusha is an ajnani, it means the person is adhikari. Avidusha is adhikari, avidwan is adhikari. Samakal at the same time, these two have to be followed. Kartavyattvena praptayoho. Two cannot be followed. Only one can be followed, because one demands action, other demands giving up of action. So therefore, samakale praptayoho kartavyattvena tayoho gunadosha vichare क्रियमाणे सत असत सदसत विवेक जन्य तीव्र वैराग्य तीव्र मुमुक्ष मोक्ष इच्छा यम नियम शम दमादि अंतरंग साधन पौष्कल्य शून्यात् केवल प्रेष्य मात्रोच्चारण रूपा संन्यासात् कर्म योगः श्रद्धया समनुष्ठीयमानः विशिष्यते. स्वानुष्ठान भवैः गुणैः विशेषत्वाय कल्पते. Compared to karma sannyasa, karma yoga is shishyate, he says. Guna dosha vichare kriyamane, when analyzing the guna dosha, the defects, kriyamane, sadasat viveka janya, born out of viveka, sat asat, atma anatma viveka, tivra vairagya, tivra mumukshutva, and yama, niyama, all these things should be there. Sadhana paushkalyam, when all these should be, paushkalyam is ripened. In the absence of that, shunyat, shunya means when all these things are not there, kevala presha matra ucha, just by giving up, sending them all away. Rupa sannyasa, by that type of sannyasa, compared to that type of sannyasa, karma yoga is better, because shraddhaya samyak anushthiyamanaha karma yoga vishishyate. Karma yoga which is performed well, that is samyak anushthiyamanaha, that karma yoga is better. Swa anushtana bhavaihi gunaihi visheshattvaya kalpate. That karma yoga is vishishyate. I think it's a long one. I will stop here. We'll continue from here. Next class. It's a good point he says here. These three types of sannyasa, with different meanings for the word sannyasa. So we'll continue from here in the next class. Just mark it. And here we have to start. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद ऋषभ जी.
Dhanyavada.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.